And hello everybody, welcome to the next to last chase race until the championship will be decided at Zen-Joltis. And what better follow-up place to be able to have a pre-championship shootout than here at Talladega Superspeedway. These drivers certainly going to have a task on their hands trying to conquer two restrictor plate tracks back to back here with Talladega and then the season finale at Zen-Joltis. Glad you could join us here today at Talladega Superspeedway as we prepare for a 19-lap shootout here for Division 1 of the Oreo Truck Series. Now, a little bit of an interesting scenario here due to a whole bunch of non-commenters. For those of you that saw the video, a lot of drivers getting replaced in all three series because of their failure to comment in 3 weeks. So a lot of drivers getting their opportunity to either make their debut for 2 races here in the NNSCRA or to try and get some experience for next season, because a lot of these drivers are in next season in Oreo, Mobile, and Snickers competition. They may be trying to get some experience heading into that as they will take over those vacant rides that were left by non-commenters. But it also not only affects the drivers that are in this field, the drivers that are in the Mobile and Snickers fields as well, but also it affects, in all 3 series, the championship standings. We're going to talk today first about the Oreo Truck Series standings, the chase standings especially. One driver, Timmy Pacioli, was in competition in the championship hunt. He is now out, and he has been replaced in the 19 truck by Austin LaPlante, making his Oreo Truck Series debut here today at Talladega. So now, instead of 12 drivers in the Truck Series battling it out for a championship, it's now been cut down to 11, and it may be cut down even more. We're also going to get a little view here in this first division as to what drivers are going to really be in competition for the championship next week at Zen-Joltis, and who's going to basically have to just try and finish out the season on a high note, because we know that Adam Chambers, he's doing well in the standings, but some drivers such as John Dillon and Jacob Lawler, they need to really pick it up. Cody Poe as well. They may already be mathematically eliminated from competition, but we'll have to find all that out at the end of the Division 2 race. So Logan Wilson has got the pole for today's race. Alongside of him is going to be Adam Chambers in the 1, trying to look for a championship here, as he is a championship contender. Jack Richards going to line up in 3rd alongside of Natalie Scott, and it's T.O. Bain and Jennifer Miller going to be row 3. So let's get these cars rolling off. As we do, we will show you the starting line for today's race. You're going to see a lot of new names in there. The highest starting new name is starting in 7th place, and that is going to be Michael Nemechek in the 33. But take a look at some of the new drivers peppered through this field, as here's the starting lineup for today's race at Talladega. Ready to go under the green flag as the cars have gotten the signal of 1 lap to go. They'll head down this long back straightaway, then the high bank to turn 3 and 4. Then it's all the way down the tri-oval before you almost get to turn 1, and that's where the start-finish line is. However, they're basically going to get the green flag just about when they enter the middle of the tri-oval, so we'll see how that plays out as far as this new ruling that the green flag is going to come out a little bit earlier than normal. As they prepare to go to the green flag, this Going Green is brought to you by EAMZ 100's YouTube channel. EAMZ 100's channel is dedicated to bringing you action from the WOSCT Oakley Cup Series, the WOCT Valvoline Cup Series, and the NRSL Qualcomm Cup Series. Be sure and check out EAMZ 100's YouTube channel today. You just go up to the top of the screen there where you have the YouTube logo. There's a search bar right there. Just type in EAMZ 100 and you'll be sure and find his channel. Well, who today is going to have the opportunity to be in competition for the championship when it rolls around to the season finale at Zenjoltis. Who's going to pick up the win here today? We got quite a few drivers, first-timers, making their debuts in the Truck Series. Could one of them somehow, someway, pull off the major underdog upset and pick up their first victory in their debut here today at Talladega? Or could a driver that has been in this since the beginning of the season and has yet to pick up a Truck Series victory be able to go to victory lane here at Talladega? There you see, they were just about in the middle of the trial as the green flag comes out, and they're already 3 wide. Natalie Scott's going on the high road, Logan Wilson down low, and Adam Chambers is scuttling in the middle there as they're still side by side 3 wide there. Natalie Scott now starting to get shuffled. This Talladega, they're able to race 4 wide and keep it together. That's one interesting feature about this new Talladega Superspeedway. The old Talladega, if you went 4 wide, it was basically 3 into heart failure because it knew that somehow they were going to wreck us. Oh my goodness, they're bouncing off each other. They're Jack Richards, Logan Wilson bouncing off each other literally there as they split 4 wide already. Well, Ray Wilson got turned down into Thomas McKeoch, and they're all around. Oh man, McKeoch, I'm sorry, it's actually how he pronounced his last name, is now it looks like it's going to be a battle between Brian Young, Max Skinner, and that's Michael Nemechek. As a drag race to the line, it is Michael Nemechek with the lead. Oh, and they're wrecking further back again. I heard someone spinning. Who was it? Oh, it's Lewis Gordon, and Jake Berg just got nailed by somebody. He just got nailed by Trent Dunham, and Barney Ward, and Grant Thomas, and Wolfgang Mason. Grant Thomas making his debut. Let's look through here. Oh, there's Ray Wilson. There's last week's winner, Logan Ryan. He got a piece of that. Who else was involved, though? Looks like Cody Poe, championship contender. I think this may have just taken him out of the championship hunt. Right there. Lisa Shears, another championship contender involved. Evan Gattuso. Thomas McKeoch. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Brandon Bain may have gotten a piece of it. There you see Lisa Shears. Dylan Poteet, maybe some damage to his race car. Natalie Scott, also Grant Thomas, you can see there in the IWX Chevrolet, trying to get by there. Heavy-duty front-end damage and smoke pouring out of the back of his race car. Possible damage to Jacob Lawler. Don't see any damage to him, though, so maybe he made it through. I did see Trent Dunham get involved in that incident there with Lewis Gordon and Jake Berg down at the start-finish line. So we look further through here. Looks like Callum Wales and his debut's okay. Some damage to Jake Cole, though. He's coming down pit road in the 25. And so the caution is out. The leader in his debut, as a matter of fact, the top 2 making their debut here in the Oreo Truck Series. Michael Nemechek is the leader. Max Skinner is second. Then it's Brian Young, Cole Fralick, and Jack Richards, the top 5. So we look back at a replay of what happened to put us under the caution for the first time today at Talladega. Now the Shell Pennzoil 200 version 1 certainly getting off to a rocky start here. Let's see if we can pinpoint where the initial contact was. I think maybe Callum Wales, making his debut, may get into the left rear of Ray Wilson. Watch up the top of your screen. Yeah, right there, 1824. They get together. They come down about 2-3 lanes of traffic. Ray Wilson then bounces into Thomas McKeoch, who then gets a piece of Cody Poe. Then you see the 25 go around. The 02 was in that as well. There he is, Johnny Gardner. He got a piece of that. Oh, Ray Wilson was actually up in the air there, riding into the catch fence. There you see the back of Trent Dunham and Lisa Shears, the championship contender there involved. Cody Poe, championship contender as well there. Ooh, there was some contact there. I think that was Brandon Bain I saw on the apron. Dylan Poteet, you can see there in the 15. Ray Wilson actually went flipping and barrel rolling down the banking of turn 4. Jacob Lawler did indeed get a piece of it, as well as Johnny Gardner and Thomas McKeoch, both making their debuts. Evan Gattuso further up involved there. And these drivers just kind of barely escaped after that incident occurred. But then let's see, Jake Berg and Lewis Gordon, what happens to them? They're going down into the apron for some reason, down into the grass actually. Alex Tanker, they're making his debut in the 04. He's in the grass. Pichu London on the apron. And then here comes Jake Berg back up the racetrack. And he just runs into Lewis Gordon. They make some contact. And, oh, Alex Tanker. Wow, he just barely missed that. There goes the 20 and the 23 up into the outside retaining wall. Well, actually, Lewis Gordon got the inside retaining wall, and look at there. There you see Lewis Gordon run back into the 20. I don't think that he was too happy with Jake Berg, and Jake nearly collected his own teammate there in Callum Wales. But then, as these cars are spinning here, those other drivers that are involved in that incident back in turns 3 and 4, they're starting to come into the picture, and some of them are just not able to miss. Oh, right there you saw Wolfgang Mason, Barney Ward, Lisa Shears, Grant Thomas, and Trent Dunham all just run into that whole incident there. The whole left front of Wolfgang Mason's machine just came shredded off. So you can see him there stalled in the turn 1 area. And a tough debut for a few drivers. There you see right side of your screen, Grant Thomas making his debut. Championship contenders had some problems as well. Jacob Lawler, Lisa Shears, and Cody Poe all getting pieces of that. Let's now go to the green flag and settle it all out, as we currently have Michael Nemechek leading us under the caution flag. Now the lights are out atop the pace truck, so as they head into turn 1, we will get the green flag next time by. This is going to give us plenty of time to settle out everything that just occurred there. So we had 2 different incidents occur, one in turns 3, 4, and then the other one down at the start-finish line. Basically started from about the exit of the trioval down into turn 1. But drivers after that incident, or those 2 incidents, that have retired from the race are Jake Berg, Wolfgang Mason, Barney Ward, Lisa Shears, championship contender, out in 35th place is where she'll finish. Then you got Grant Thomas. Tough debut for him. He'll get 36th. Natalie Scott will be 37th. Cody Poe out in 38th. We do know that he mathematically now is completely eliminated from winning the Oreo Truck Series Championship. Dylan Poteet, tough break for him in 39th. Ray Wilson, who had that wild ride on the safer barrier and then barrel rolled down the banking, he'll finish in 40th. And Logan Ryan, quite a contrast from last week where he ended up taking the checkers. He's going to finish dead last in this division race here at Talladega Superspeedway. Michael Nemechek in his debut, he is the leader. In his debut, Max Skinner is in 2nd. Brian Young is 3rd, Cole Freilich 4th, and Jack Richards 5th. We basically told you that top 5 before we went to the replay. 6th place is going to be Devin Wilson. John Dillon will be 7th. T.O. Bain 8th. Logan Wilson, the pole sitter, slipped back to 9th. And in 10th is going to be Jennifer Miller. Adam Chambers is in 11th. 12th is Jacob Cook. 13th, Seth Cole. 14th is Austin LaPlante, making his debut. Dougie Shears is in 15th. 16th is Randy Carpenter with Sean Henley 17th. Ryan Cooper will be 18th. 19th, Pichu London. And 20th will be Alex Tanker in his debut. Jason Marshall will be in 21st. Callum Wales in his debut is 22nd now. 23rd, Ryan Acosta. Championship contender Jacob Lawler back in 24th. 25th, Trent Dunham. 26th is Jake Cole. 27th place is Johnny Gardner in his debut. Lewis Gordon is 28th. 29th is Tomek McKisiuk in his debut. Then it's Evan Gattuso in 30th, and 31st is Brandon Bain, as they have gotten the green flag. And the 2 rookies, the 2 debuters, out ahead of everybody else, working together there. You know, quite honestly, a lot of drivers will tell you if they can get their first start in any series where they would like to have it the most, 99 out of 100 times they will tell you they want to have their debut at a restrictor plate track. Why? Because it's not exactly as challenging. What you got to rely on mostly is a fast car and drafting partners. Whereas in other tracks, I'm messing up there. At other tracks, you have to mess with the brakes, you have to mess with pit stops, you have to mess with all these different elements that you don't normally have to deal with here at a restrictor plate track such as Talladega. Another reason is because restrictor plate tracks seem to always have an unusual tendency to favor the underdog, and so that gives them more of an opportunity to come away with a good finish in their first career start. Speaking of start, Logan Wilson started on the pole, and now he took no time getting back up to the front. Logan Wilson in that unsponsored number 5, trying to finish out this season on a high note, looking for his first Truck Series victory of Season 3. And here comes Dougie Shears, who certainly has had a dismal season. That 3 truck has had absolutely no luck come its way, and he's en route right here to a good finish. Oh no, look out, they're making contact back there. Randy Carpenter rather. Ryan Acosta's around, and the caution, I believe, will wave. Ryan Cooper, Devin Wilson, Ryan Acosta, they're kind of littered back there. I can't tell who else was in that. Oh, Trent Dunham and Jacob Lawler, I think they got forced down into pit road. There you see Randy Carpenter. Heavy-duty damage to Devin Wilson's machine. Ryan Acosta's in trouble. And I saw Seth Cole get into it with somebody, but apparently they were able to keep it together. But is the caution now? I don't think it is. No caution. We're still green flag racing, which means that's going to be a problem for some drivers there, such as Jacob Lawler, Trent Dunham. However, they're making pit stops. Maybe they can get off pit sequence with these other drivers. I think they are going to have to make pit stops. This is going to be interesting. And here comes Callum Wales for pit road. Is this a regularly scheduled stop for the 18? Callum Wales in his debut pulls the Dollar General Toyota down into pit road. Let's follow the 18, see what exactly is going on here. I didn't see him get involved in that incident. He may have sustained some damage, but we'll take a look here. Callum Wales in the Dollar General Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing coming down pit road, this long pit road. Pulls into his pit stall and see if it's going to be just a regular 4-tire stop. Yeah, they're just going to get that car full of fuel. Randy Carpenter, Ryan Cooper, they're on pit road. Whoa, Trent Dunham's going to go a lap down now, though. As Jennifer Miller is the leader. Let's see if any other of the lead lap cars are going to dive for pit road this time. Whoa! Well, John Dillon nearly got escorted down pit road, even though he wasn't planning on heading down there. He nearly got turned down there by, I think that was Logan Wilson. Speaking of John Dillon, let's try and find out where some of our championship contenders are currently running at this point. So we look here, there's Adam Chambers and John Dillon side by side. Dillon is 13th, Chambers is 15th on the scoring monitor at this point. And right now, those are the only two drivers really having good runs right now as far as championship contenders go. There is Jacob Lawler, that's another championship contender. He's 27th, still on the tail end of the lead lap. The only problem is, he's all by himself. This is a pack of cars which always produce more speed at a restrictor plate track, so they're going to catch him in quite a hurry here, as here they come. Whoa, 4 wide for the lead. My goodness, look at this. And Jacob Lawler is going to have a lot of company when they get down here to turn 1. He's trying to put the block on Brian Young, who currently holds the lead. Austin LaPlante's there. Whoa, look out. Don't turn him. Whoa, that was close. That was really, really close. Jacob Lawler nearly got turned right in front of all the leaders. Now, let's see after all this splitting here, who's going to be the leader. I think Brian Young's got it. Yes, he does. Brian Young is the leader. Second now is going to be Michael Nemechek. Jack Richards will be third. John Dillon fourth, and Chambers fifth. Michael Nemechek. He's got quite a task on his hands right here. Trying to, in his debut, pick up his first NNSCRA victory of his career. Whoa, Richard just moved him up the racetrack. Thank you very much, rookie. I'll take over from here. But now he gets held up behind the Callum Wales machine. Callum Wales in the 18 is going to fall a lap down to the leaders. So it won't be such a terrific debut for him. Oh, look out. Oh, no. That was Dougie Shears. Bad luck strikes again for the 3. And that will bring out the caution. Oh, Jacob Lawler is involved. Austin LaPlante, Jennifer Miller, and Sean Henley are littered there on the apron in the middle of turns 3 and 4. One of those is a championship contender who had just fallen a lap down to the leaders, Jacob Lawler. Oh! And LaPlante gets nailed. By who was that? Was that Jennifer Miller? Yeah, Jennifer did not like what happened with Austin LaPlante, and she just turned him back around. Oh, and look at Brian Young! On his roof! What in the world? This is the caution flag! Spinning like a top down the back straightaway is Brian Young. Oh my goodness. He was 6th at that time. And how he got flipped around, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, Adam Chambers is on pit road. He may have been the one that turned him. And I think, yeah, second caution comes out, second time. Michael Nemechek leads us under the caution flag. And we're getting close to the end of this race. Let's take a look at a replay. Absolute mayhem here in the Shell Pennzoil 200. Let's look back at a replay of what happened now as we're under the caution for the second time today. I think they just kind of ran out of room here, although they were 4 wide, and there's room for 4 wide. Oh, there it was. Dougie Shears tried to come back down in line in front of Jennifer Miller, and there just wasn't any room. Just a tough break for Sean Henley, an innocent bystander there. Same for Jacob Lawler, same for Austin LaPlante. Seth Cole nearly got a piece of that there. He almost got clipped and spun out there, and Dougie Shears just going to flip over. He could just not catch a break in that 3-car. Flipping, barrel rolling goes the Tracker Boats Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. And there you see LaPlante, Lawler, Henley, and Jennifer Miller. Now, Henley, LaPlante, Miller, and Lawler basically did not get a whole lot of damage, except for when LaPlante got turned around by Jennifer Miller. Then Jennifer sustained quite a bit of front-end damage on her 29. But now let's look here. We're going to see the caution had already come out. Here they are coming down to the stripe. And it must have happened right here, either in turn 1 or turn 2. Oh, does John Dillon turn Adam Chambers here? Let's look. Oh, or does Dillon turn Brian Young up the racetrack? John Dillon comes down. He's making some contact with the Cheyenne Chevrolet, turns him up. And that's 2 championship contenders right there, Chambers and John Dillon. And look at everybody just trying helter-skelter all through here. Logan Wilson, how he got through, I have no earthly idea. Jacob Cook did get a piece of that, though. It's Seth Cole and Logan Wilson trying to miss the spinning 07. My word. Brian Young, he was 6th at that time. As a matter of fact, the drivers who were running in 5th, 6th, and 7th were involved in that incident. And Brian Young ends up on his roof. That car could have gone to victory lane today. Brian Young's not going to be happy with John Dillon. And John Dillon, Adam Chambers, 2 championship contenders. They are involved here in an incident that occurred not during the green flag, but after the caution had waved, as we now head back for the restart to settle this whole thing out and to get ready for what could be a shootout to the finish here in the Shell Pennzoil 200 version 1. Well, we'll get ready to go under the green flag. Pit stops were just made, and it was T.O. Bain getting the lead off of pit road. Now, you notice all these cars up ahead, they are on the tail end of the lead lap. Callum Wales, Thomas McKesiuk, Johnny Gardner, Trent Dunham, and Sean Henley have all worked their way back on to the tail end of the lead lap, so they are ahead of them. Ryan Cooper is actually 1 lap down. He's ahead of them too, though, but he is 1 lap down. The only ones that are on the lead lap are the 18, the 12, the 02, the 8, and the 4. Now, drivers out after this incident are Brian Young, Adam Chambers, and John Dillon, 2 championship contenders. They'll finish 24th and 25th for the day. Then you got Jennifer Miller's out in 26th. 27th is where championship contender Jacob Lawler will finish. And also out of the race are the cars of Dougie Shears in 28th and 29th, Austin LaPlante. So here's the way they line up. I believe he's 7th in line, but he is the leader, is T.O. Bain. 2nd is Logan Wilson. Michael Nemechek has slipped back to 3rd now. Not a very quick pit stop for the 33 team that time. Jacob Cook is 4th, and Max Skinner runs in 5th. Jason Marshall is 6th. 7th is Jake Cole. Evan Gattuso is 8th. 9th is Lewis Gordon, and Pichu London is now up to 10th. Seth Cole 11th. Alex Tanker is 12th. Cole Freilich is 13th. Jack Richards 14th. 15th is Ryan Acosta. 16th Brandon Bain, and 17th place. Oh, actually, Brian Young is still in this thing. His car was upside down and flipped over, but he's still in it. But he has fallen a lap down to the leaders. He's listed in 22nd. 17th is Callum Wales. 18th is Thomas McKesiuk. Johnny Gardner 19th. Trent Dunham is 20th. And 21st is Sean Henley. Those are the cars on the lead lap. Then you got 22nd place Brian Young and 23rd place Ryan Cooper. As you see them bypass the Ryan Cooper machine. It's going to be very difficult to tell the lead lap cars from the lap cars as this battle between Logan Wilson and T.O. Bain. That's for the lead. Sean Henley not up to speed, but still Logan Wilson making that inside line work with help from Michael Nemechek as they try and slice their way through these drivers that had to pit earlier on and ended up falling a lap down, and now we're on the tail end of the lead lap. Let's see here. I think T.O. Bain has just gotten the lead. Oh, maybe not. Michael Nemechek's battling with him, though. Man, these guys are side by side because of these slower cars up ahead of them. Look out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trent Dunham's peeling off onto pit road. And I think Jack Richards just headed for pit road. I think he did. Let's see. Yeah, Richards, Ryan Acosta, Evan Gattuso, Seth Cole, and Brandon Bain. Looks like regularly scheduled stops for these guys. Same for Trent Dunham. As right now, Callum Wales is the only driver who's managed to stay out ahead and remain on the tail and lead lap, but that may not last long. Here comes T.O. Bain trying to put Callum Wales back a lap down. And that's exactly what he will do, all by himself, too. As it's a battle back for a second between Jacob Cook and Johnny Gardner. T.O. Bain the leader, though. He now has a lap car between himself and second place Jacob Cook. As now they're headed for pit road. Here comes T.O. Bain. Here comes Jacob Cook, Logan Wilson, Jason Marshall, Alex Tanker, and Pichu London, all making pit stops. Who is the leader? Leader is going to be the 02 of Johnny Gardner, I believe. As he is side by side. No, it's Michael Nemechek. Michael Nemechek is the leader. Side by side for second. Max Skinner takes the spot from Johnny Gardner. Interesting scenario here. Top three all making their Truck Series debuts here in the NSRA. As here comes Matt Nathan. Oh, that was the white flag that was displayed last time by. This is a race for the win, as Max Skinner has gotten to the inside. Michael Nemechek is going to have to slip back to second and try and regroup, but now he has to get around to the high side of Brandon Bain. Out of turn 4 for the final time, it is going to be Max Skinner with absolutely nobody to challenge him. Except for maybe Jake Cole. Can Jake Cole catch up to him? Max Skinner is going to win! Max Skinner in his first Truck Series start, his debut, picks up his first Truck Series victory. Welcome to the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series, rookie. How about that? Max Skinner, in his debut, picks up his first win in the Snickers Cup Series, or in the Oreo Truck Series. Epic fail right there. Unbelievable. Jake Cole came out of nowhere to finish second. Johnny Gardner was actually one lap down. I didn't realize that. But Lewis Gordon will be third. Cole Freilich will be in fifth. And fourth place, Michael Nemechek in his debut. So Max Skinner and Michael Nemechek come away with top 10 finishes for their debuts, except for the fact that Max Skinner's is going to be so much more rewarding as it's a victory. Unbelievable job. And not only does Max Skinner pick up his first win in his first start in the Oreo Truck Series, but I believe he does have a full-time ride for next season, and that means that Max Skinner will be in the All-Star race next year in the Truck Series. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. I don't think any championship contenders were still in this race. I think everybody that was a championship contender retired from the race, and we documented where they finished. So, congratulations to Max Skinner in his first start, his debut in the Oreo Truck Series. He takes the checkers here in the Shell Pennzoil 200. What other surprises has Talladega got in store for us? No idea, but the Shell Pennzoil race weekend will continue on here at Talladega as we have Division 2 of the trucks. Then Mobile, Snickers come here as we are one step closer to the final finale at Zen Joltis for all three series. You've been watching the NSRA Offline Racing. That's best to find out where you are in the standings after this event. Check back at the end of Division 2. Here comes the finishing order now, as Max Skinner has won his first ever race in his debut in the Oreo Truck Series.